Europa. Aside our own, this is my favorite moon in the solar system. And, possibly even more so than our own moon, it is the one I'm most excited to learn more about. In fact, Europa might even be the most enticing moon in our solar system. Europa orbits the planet Jupiter and is one of the largest of its 90 plus moons. It, alongside Ganymede, Io, and Callisto, are known as the Galilean moons, after they were discovered by Galileo Galilei when he pointed his newly completed telescope towards Jupiter in January of 1610. Europa is made up of silicate rock, most likely has an iron nickel core, and a thick water ice crust. It even has a very, very thin atmosphere, which is mostly oxygen. While it has cracks and streaks along its surface, it has very few craters there. But Europa may very well be hiding something else from us. Scientists believe that hidden beneath its surface is a large saltwater ocean containing more water than planet Earth, possibly up to 2 times as much. It is this combination that makes Europa so interesting, as it is one of, if not the most likely place for life in the solar system outside of planet Earth. Now, when I say life, I'm mostly referring to microbial life. While it would be awesome to go cosmic fishing and to cook and eat a space fish, I and most likely people in the scientific community are not expecting to find something as large as a fish there. If you enjoy this video so far, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Life as we know it anyway, requires a few basic things to be able to form. It needs water, it needs chemical elements such as carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur. These essentially are the building blocks of life. It also needs some form of thermal energy source. Now here on Earth, we get this from the sun. But Europa being so far away is not receiving much energy from the sun, but it does have another source. Its large host planet Jupiter. This comes in the way of tidal forces. As Europa is stretched and flexed by tidal forces coming from Jupiter, its center would become hot, and that heat would be released through thermal vents out into the subsurface ocean. We don't have to worry about cosmic radiation from space either, as Europa's subsurface ocean would be shielded by the aforementioned thick icy crust. Now you might be wondering how we have studied Europa so far to even come to some of these guesses. There are a couple answers to this, but the first one lies in us visiting it by means of the Galileo spacecraft. It orbited Jupiter from 1995 to 2003, and during this time made numerous flybys of Europa. It showed us strange pits and domes that seemed to suggest the ice layer could be slowly churning or convecting. This would cause cooler, denser ice to sink, while the warmer, less dense ice rises from below, caused by heat below the ice. You may also notice a large number of red streaks making their way across the moon. These are aptly named chaos terrains, and our current best explanation for why they formed is that plumes of warm ocean water rise to the subsurface. This causes massive lakes to form in the subsurface, and after enough time, the ice directly above these will melt and collapse. These collapsed pieces then splinter off into geometric fragments that settle into all kinds of chaotic configurations. Hubble also helped us with gleaning some insight into Europa. In 2013, NASA revealed that Hubble had imaged potential plumes of water vapor escaping from Europa and shooting out into space. Not all that different from Saturn's moon Enceladus. These plumes, shown here, potentially give us a means of studying the possible subsurface ocean without the need to drill into the moon. This is because an orbiter sent there would have the ability to collect samples of this water by flying through the plume, samples that we could then further study. This will be one of the goals of NASA's upcoming mission, the Europa Clipper, which is set to launch in October of this year, 2024. There is still much we have to learn about Europa, and I am eager to see where our investigation of it goes. And come on now, how cool would it be to discover life elsewhere in our solar system, even if it's not cosmic fish? I hope you've learned something, and I implore you to step outside tonight and look towards the stars.